popper. Move up, you don't fuck with the flockers. Move up, you be tools and knocker.
I beat up my box out. They don't say you just only you fuck.
Like, it's just on the move. I put the dirt right in my bitch. You.
How to avoid child support? Well, one thing you can do is fake your death. Over 500,000 people go missing every single year. Why can't it be you? Or leave the country, but don't go to a place that fuck with the US. You need to go to Pakistan, North Korea, or Russia. Or go to prison. In my state, if you locked up for over 180 days, you don't owe that bitch shit. Or hook your baby mama up with a pedophile and then tell CPS. Or take the lug nuts off of her car, and then when she crashed, you file neglect charges. Or get the kid locked up. If the government cares so much about child support, make them pay for that motherfucker while he in juvie. Or, as a last resort, get you a lighter and hold the button down so the fumes are coming out. Put a rubber band around the lighter so that the button stays down. Toss that shit in your baby mama tailpipe. And then when she start up the car, boom, you got full custody. Game is game. What bitches got the best smelling pussy? Guys, look, I'm gonna go from best to worst. The best smelling pussy on the planet comes from prostitutes. They take a shower after every dick they take and after every shit they lay. So unlike a lot of these other bitches, you won't find toilet paper crumbs in places that they shouldn't be. Number 2 is athletic bitches. Because they work out, eat healthy, and drink cranberry juice, it's almost like they flush out they stinking pussy. Number 3 is fat bitches. And it ain't their fault. But if a fat bitch and a bony bitch take a shower at the same time, in an hour, they're gonna smell different because the fat bitch got a tougher battle with gravity. Number 4 is religious bitches. They pussy stink because they don't fuck that much, so they don't care that they pussy smell like an ear infection. Guys, that's my story and I'm stinking to it. Game is game. How to turn a hoe into a housewife. Look, guys, if you want to take a hoe out the street, the first thing you need to do is take her to a place where she's not desirable. If you got you a white chick, take her to Jamaica. If you got you a black chick, take her to Wyoming. If you got you a Hispanic chick, get you another chick because we all want to fuck Hispanic chicks. The next thing you need to do is you need to take her to therapy. All hoes got deep-rooted issues as a child, and she needs to be slut-shamed professionally. Another thing you need to do is provide a strong support system. If a hoe tell her hoe friend that she gonna stop hoeing, the only reply she gonna get is, girl, you gonna be back. You need to David Goggins that bitch. You need to make her believe she can stop sucking dick. And the last thing you need to do is install fear. Hoes have the tendencies to relapse and try to step out again. To stop this, keep your pimp hand strong and use it as needed. At the end of the day, hoes want to be wives and wives want to be hoes. Game is game. How to turn a housewife into a hoe. Guys, look, bitches who sell pussy do it because of 2 reasons: depression and fear. You got to turn a bad bitch to a sad bitch. And how do you do that? Well, constant gaslighting, being unappreciative, and a lack of compliments should be the perfect ingredients until she have a death in the family. And then she'll start to spiral out of control. If you built up enough trust at the beginning, she won't leave you right away. But you need to provide her an escape. And what's that escape? You need to make the bitch try crystal. And once she get hooked on it, she'll start to lose her friends and her family. And at this point, she'll want to try even more of it. But you got to cut her off and make her pay for her own addiction. This is where the fear comes into play. Because she'll do whatever it takes to get another hit. And that's when you need to let her know how much bread she can make out here on the streets. Guys, even if the bitch had a job before all this, she probably lost it by now. Now she work for you. She suck dick now. Game is game. How to spot a bitch with a dick. Look, guys, it's 2023. So a lot of bitches ain't bitches. Especially if you live in places like Miami, LA, or Atlanta. You could get a rude awakening. So hear me out. The first thing you want to check for is an Adam's apple. If they don't have one, look for a scar where that shit was removed. Or tell her you want to see if you can lift her up. Give her a ride on your back and see if you feel a dick on your spine. Or if you don't believe it's a bitch and they go to the bathroom, when they come out, you need to go into that same bathroom to see if they let the toilet seat up. Or if you meet a bitch in a dark club and they flat-chested and heavy on the makeup, you need to stop at a well-lit gas station on the way home. You gotta see this bitch in some fluorescent lighting. Or the voice. If it ain't a real bitch, it's gonna sound like laryngitis. Just sneak up behind that bitch and scare the shit out of them. It's gonna make them scream in their primary voice. I just don't want you at the end of the night asking, where'd that little fella come from? Game is game. How to date a career bitch. Look, guys, hoes out here is getting paid, especially these bitches in the medical field. So if you want to make it out the trenches, this might be your best way to go. So hear me out. Decent looks, being funny, and digging the bitch down good is enough to make her think, let me give them a chance. And then they'll try to build you up. But you ain't no fucking Build-A-Bear. Because eventually, you'll start feeling guilty about all the shit that she's doing for you. So how do you fix this? Well, you look at these hoes as temporary. These bitches are like chests that you would loot in a video game. You can get clothes, shoes, money, even a PS5. But eventually, she'll start to resent you. Because she gonna get tired of posting photos of expensive gifts lying on her ass talking about, my man got me this. Guys, look. Take everything you can from these bitches and then get the fuck out of there with a 700 credit score. Game is game. How to find a sugar mama. Well, one thing you can do is start a charity event. Most of us are too broke to be donating money to people we don't know. So who's donating? Rich bitches. Or do volunteer work at your local nursing home. If you see a bitch in a mobility scooter with all-terrain wheels, that's the one. Medicaid don't pay for that shit. Or get you a stripper. It's a lot of bitches on the pole who are willing to take care of a dude. Only if you're not trying to save a hoe. And all strippers don't cheat. But most likely, yours will. So deal with it. Or get you a bitch that go to an Ivy League school who got rich parents. And show her the street side of life. People who got it made only want one thing. That's to fuck it up. Shout out John Morant. Or get you a job at a golf club and look for men who are going to be dead soon. And become friends with them. If they got a wife, you ain't trying to be now, you trying to be next. Game is game. The best jobs to be a pervert. Well, a window cleaner. If you see something you like while you're cleaning the window, clean that same spot over and over until you're ready to go. Or a personal trainer. You can make bitches do anything. You can be like, bitch, touch your toes for a half an hour. Or a gynecologist. You don't have to wear gloves. Or a dentist. If a bad bitch came into my office and got put to sleep with her mouth wide open, I don't know. Or a preacher. Just like the dentist. If I could lay my hand on your head and make you pass out and nobody's around to see it, I don't know. Or a prison guard at a female prison. Bitches out here want everything. Bitches in prison want anything. Or become a caregiver and make sure you get a patient with dementia. That way she can't remember what happened the night before. Game is game. The best bitches to fuck. Well, broke bitches. Because career bitches are slowly turning into men and they pussy starting to dry up. But broke pussy feels amazing. Or a bitch with kids. Single mom pussy would make you think about being a stepdad. And then you bust a nut. Or a bitch with daddy issues. To all my deadbeat dads out there who got fine ass daughters, thank you. To all you trifling bitches out there who took your daughters away from their daddy, thank you. Or an alcoholic bitch. These hoes got good pussy even if you the only one that know what's going on. Or a suicidal bitch. You ain't had no good pussy until you done fucked a bitch who truly think that every day could be her last. Game is game. The worst cities to find bitches. Well, Los Angeles, California. Because these hoes ain't looking for love. These bitches want money and cocaine. Or Miami, Florida. Just like LA. Yeah, they got some pretty bitches, but who give a fuck if you can't afford them? Plus, half them hoes can't even speak English anyway. Or Baltimore, Maryland. They got the ugliest bitches in the country because half them hoes are crackheads. Or Jackson, Mississippi. Unless you want you a fat bitch who likes short walks on the beach. Or New York City. A lot of these bitches come with facial hair due to their extreme masculinity. Or Atlanta, Georgia. It's the only place in the world where you can find a BBW with a BBL and a BBC. Or Memphis, Tennessee. All these bitches' pussies are burning. I want to be like Mike, not Magic. Game is game.